Awesome, 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 awesome. Um, Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. I see you, Shegun Manuel. Prodave, I just sent you an invite to join. Kindly accept the invite so that you can join the live video. Thank you, Shegun Manuel, for that. Fakeling Logistics 2, I just saw you right now. Thank you for joining the live and for joining this conversation. So today I'm going to be hosting my brother and friend, Amah Eteobong Okon. Okon, I hope that you have joined the live. Accept. Yeah. Um, Thank you so much for joining. And I'm going to be hosting my brother from another mother in the agricultural industry. Is someone, Prodive, I see that you are unable to join. Instagram says you are unable to join. So I just accepted you again. I just accepted you again. Can we give it a try? Is this network issue? Yes. Product is here finally. Hello, my brother. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine, my bro. I'm not seeing your face, so is power holding back your power?
Oh, I can see myself really clearly. Sir Shegumane, please, if you can see me and Amma, please kindly mention, state on the comment section. I can see you. I can see you. Although the network is a bit glitchy, but I can see you loud and clear. I can see
Okay.
you very well. Yes, yes.
Well,
So am I still just dark on your end?
yeah, just blank, blank.
Right. Oh, that's so
Okay,
sad.
okay.
I'm very sure that
I think CVA just joined. CVA, if you can see
yeah,
Alfred, can you just
TVA
drop in the comment
just
section? You
joined.
can.
Let me say hello to TVA. Let me say hello to Mo who just joined. All right. So while we wait for the network to really pick up, I would like us to just start the conversation. You know, um, you are someone that I've seen in the industry with so much passion, so much light, so much energy, and I've seen you push, the agricultural and aquacultural narrative with so much passion. And from afar, I love the energy that you exude, right? And remember, some time ago, last year or last 2 years, I posted you on Instagram, and then we had some conversations around fish farm. But today, I want us to look at something really specific, which is theft, right? I want us to look at theft. I want us to talk about the impact of theft, the causes of theft, and what are some of the measures that we can use to combat theft, right? But before we jump right into the subject, I would like my followers to meet with you, and I would like to give you the honor and the privilege of introducing yourself proper. Tell us your name, tell us the state that you are from, and tell us what you do before we jump right in.
Okay. Good evening, everyone joining, everyone watching. Good evening, and everyone that's good to watch here. We are saying good evening from here in Nigeria. I don't know where you're watching from in US. I think they are in the morning session in US now. I some colleague of friends of mine who related to me from there a couple of minutes ago.
Right.
So my name is
Right.
Okon, and I am the CEO of Good Integrated Services. What do we do? Good is a major in aquaculture, though we have some diversification into other parts of agribusiness, but we major in aquaculture. And what do we do in aquaculture? We help to set up farms, supply all the stuff on the farm, from labor to the material things, to the fingerlings, even to feed. We have our own brand of feed also. So that is what we do at Good, and we help to maximize your profitability for your aquaculture venture. That is our sole aim. We maximize your profitability. If you have been making
Oh,
0%, we are increasing it at a speed of 100%. That is what we.
awesome. Awesome. So, as someone who as someone who is into the agricultural sector, and then you have helped a lot of people set up farms. You have your own farm yourself. You also produce feeds. You also do mobile fish ponds and a lot of other things in the sector. Now, theft is one of the common challenges in whether it is fish farm, poultry farm, in the agricultural sector, right? What are some of the impact that thefts have on farm itself?
Okay. Uh, Theft is common in every business. Every aspect of life, there is theft. There is no
Right.
business that there is no theft. No matter how you guide your business, there's always a tendency for people to steal from you. Now,
Yes.
the impact is so massive that theft can shut down businesses. Yes, that is the end of that business. Theft can shut down businesses because whatever is being stolen is stolen from the revenue. It's not stolen from any other thing. It's stolen from the revenue. So it's not stolen from the sky in the business. It's
Right.
stolen from the revenue of the business. And when the revenue begin to trickle down, the business can shut down. So
Right.
meaning that you need that's a massive and ultimate impact of theft. Theft can also lead to some reduction in revenue, like I said, can lead to losses, can lead to can lead to can lead to a whole
The,
lot of things that
the
even
business
for
itself can
the
actually
health
shut
of the
down
people. Yes,
as a result of theft.
that is the ultimate.
You know.
That's the
Yes.
ultimate. The
So
business
so
may
so
shut down as a result of theft.
now, from the top of your head, right? When people steal, I don't know what's in their mind. Why do they steal? Why do they want to milk the business dry and out?
I have I've been privileged to speak with different staff and workers of different farms, and all of them are the same story. They are not paying us enough. Our God, this thing they are paying us, it was not enough. So I needed to find a way for myself. That's just the same story they say. Although some of them will say it's the work of the devil, but most of them will say they are not paying us enough.
Right.
That's just their story. They are not.
Right.
So I asked them, when you are coming to this business, when you want to join, when you become a staff, you definitely ask for salary, and they say they will pay you this. So why did you accept? You say, no, I just define work and I just have to do something. So if
Hmm.
you were not working here, were you stealing where you were when you were jobless? Were you stealing? Of course, they were not stealing because there's nothing for them to steal. But they come to an
Right.
environment, they are being paid, and so their major reason is just they are not paying us enough. And to add to it, someone sees it as an opportunity to just expand themselves beyond what they used to have. Greed,
Yes.
opportunity to display their greed, to acquire more under another person's expenses. They want to acquire more. Apart from the genuine one who said they're not paying them enough, others just want to, okay, I can get more. I can think this is an opportunity. They did not see opportunity. So it rings in their
It,
head and say, opportunity for me to get more from this farm or from this place. I think that's why that is one of the reasons why they decide to cause thefts on the farm.
right. In my opinion, I also think that some of these farm workers think that they are making a lot of money in the farm, and out of all the monies that they have sold, we just sold 2 million naira, or we just sold 1 million naira. My guy is paying me just 40,000 naira. I'm going to steal from him, right? But they don't know that the margin that the boss is making from, whatever
That one
sales that
million
is
naira.
made is, yes, from the 1 million naira is actually small, right? The margin is actually small, and we're going to address part of all these issues when we are talking about the strategies that we're going to engage in the entire process, right? So now, what people who steal from the farm itself, let's fish farm, what are they interested really in stealing? What are they interested in stealing really from fish farm?
if you look at fish farm carefully, what are the things on the fish farm?
Right.
Starting with the feed, to the fish, to the
Yeah.
equipment like the scale, the water monitoring
Pumping
parameter,
machine.
pumping machine, the water generating equipment like the generator sets, the farm, and all of them have value. But the most valuable on that farm is the feed, because that takes 60 to 70% of the operational cost of running of the farm. So when a year my oga has bought feed worth 10 million naira, they say, wow, so this feed can be this expensive. Let me take one. Maybe you will not be aware. Let me take one so I can go and sell somewhere. So starting from feed to fish itself, especially grown fish, to 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 lying or conniving with suppliers. Yes, I've seen a place where I want to supply, and you see the staff, they're saying that, oh, yeah, my boss says you should bring 20,000 fingerlings, but please make it 15,000. I will not tell him. I want the money for the 5,000. We can share it. You can give money for 4,000. You keep money for 1,000, please. And I was like,
yes.
that is my reputation online. So that is stealing, even in conniver with the supplier. So we start with feed to fish, that is table size fish, to fingerlings, to supply of fingerlings, in conniver with the supplier.
Right.
Then we start at small parameters like the water testing kit.
Yeah.
We look at fuel and diesel. Yeah, we look at fuel and diesel. We look at we look at the generator itself, generator set, the parts of the generator. I've seen a farm where the what's the name? The staff actually sold irons to iron condemn, irons from the farm, so that iron condemn. That is the part from the tarpaulin pump we use and remain. We want to use for another set. He wasn't aware we're going to come back that for another set. He took that and sold to the iron condemn person. Those people bang bang bang. Those people selling irons, cast iron. They just sold it to them, and at a very ridiculous cheap price. So we have all these things going. These are things that can be stolen on the farm. There are many, everything on the fish except the land. Everything can be stolen except the land.
Every single thing.
Every single thing can be stolen except the land and the structure.
I want to add to it.
Okay.
Most times, some people come to your farm to steal customers. They come to your farm to just steal customers.
That's an interesting take. That's an interesting take.
So
you know, some people are spies. They can be sent there to come and watch. Oh, which customer is coming here?
They want to know your price.
You know the
they want to know your price, the price that you are selling, and they want to collect phone numbers.
They want to gather phone number, even steal idea on the farm.
Yeah,
I'm not even against you stealing my idea. If you steal my idea, you cannot implement it. I'm not against that. For the customer that are stolen, I must say, is the customer that want to be stolen that will be stolen. The one that don't want to be stolen will not be stolen. I'm serious. Yeah, I have been a victim of customer that was stolen. Maybe from partnership with my associates, they went to go and present themselves as, oh, don't worry, he's the one. I'm the one who, don't worry, just get it from me. I am the one. I just sent you to go and drop something for somebody, and you are there claiming you are the leader, or you are the owner of. You are the CEO. Then from there, the person starts dealing with you. But you know the funny part of it, 90% of the time, the customer come crying, because you see the customer come and say, that your guy that you sent to me that day to come and drop fish for me, I gave him money. Under whose authority you gave him money? I gave him money, and he didn't supply what I asked. I said, did you tell me? He said, but he said he can do it. I said, I am the one you have been dealing with. You went to go and deal with. That's the customer.
This thing happens all the time. You see most rookies will come around, or charlatans, they will come around and claim that they are expert or authority in this field. Meanwhile, they were just given a privilege to act as a middleman or to service the particular customer. They go reach there finish, but one time you say, I am the source, I am the alpha and omega, and I mean the way they teach am. We are the ones supplying XYZ product.
You hear?
So you should buy it from me. And when the customer now lays demand on them, there's no capacity to deliver.
No
At the end
capacity
of the day, they
to
will
deliver.
cry and come and meet you. Yes, they'll come and meet you and say, this person that I knew through you, this was what happened though. But it's not your fault really because
Of
you
course.
were not a party,
You're not.
to such business.
That's why I said a customer that wants to be stolen, that will be stolen. Others that
Yeah,
want to be stolen, if somebody is wise, they will still keep dealing with the person who he has started with. Otherwise,
it's
it's only
true.
somebody who is unwise that will just switch to the person that acts as a middleman or that is a staff of the company, and you switch
Yeah.
to the person and be doing business with the person. Eventually, when your finger got burnt, you cannot come and complain to me.
At
And if you boldly come
all.
to me to complain, I will tell you there's nothing I can do. Go and look for the person. That's what will happen. So we have that going on for us. And like I said, only a customer that wants to be stolen, that will be stolen. But beyond
That,
that, everything on the farm can be stolen. Like I said, from
yeah.
the fingerling to the table size to the feed to the water quality parameter to the weighing scale. To your weighing scale, it has lost. I didn't know who come and pick it, but it's
And
a lie. It was in
you
your
sold
custody.
it.
They've sold. They
Yes.
sold. So some of them may even hire it out. They hire it out before the person say, "Can you sell it for me?" The person will just buy it from them. You will see people hiring you see a staff hiring your weighing scale to another farm and collect money. And before you
Yeah.
know, the weighing scale will get missing. And of course, that is stolen. So we have all this thing going on. And theft, like I said, is very injurious to any farm that want to grow. It's very injurious to any farm that want.
True.
Mr. CBA
Super.
said that the network is terrible in its end. I
Yeah.
don't know how we can improve on that. Maybe we're going to tell the telecommunication
Uh,
company to improve on that.
can you can you see me clearly now? Can you see me now? Or
I've
is
not seen you. I've not seen you.
oh
It's just
my
blank on my
god.
head. But,
Oh my
but,
god.
but
And I can see
yeah,
you. I can see you clearly, but I don't know why you are not seeing me.
maybe is there a way I can go out and come back in? Maybe my entrance was
No,
not clear.
no, I think let me turn off my video and turn it back on. Yeah, so I just did that now. Um, let's hope that the network is going to regularize and then you can see me. But thank you for the energy. You can't see me, but you can hear me, and
Of
then
course,
you
of
are
course,
in the
of
flow.
course.
Yes, yes. So now we have talked about theft. We have talked about theft and we have talked about the impact. Farms can fold up, you are taking away from the revenue of the business, the capital keeps depreciating, and other impacts that it can have. Even loss of employment. If the farm folds up, there is loss of employment for you and other workers, and then you may think of going somewhere else to go and steal, right? But let's look at it in total. What measures can we adopt to combat theft in our fish farm?
Well, actually, there are various measures to combat. They can use to combat theft. Starting with your
So
recruitment process. Starting
starting with
with your
what?
recruitment process.
Awesome.
Recruitment process,
Awesome.
because
Yeah.
that's foundation. If the foundation is this, what can the righteous do? Recruit
Yeah.
first of all. How do you recruit your staff? Then siting and location of your farm. Where did you site your farm? But let's go back a bit. Recruitment process. Somebody come to you and said, "I want to work on your farm." Did you do your background check? Do you know where the last place he worked and what was the complaint in that last place? People recruit people on the farm without doing all this background check because they feel they are casual workers. Your farm staff are not casual staff. They didn't just come
Right.
to go back the same day. They are integral part of your business. So if you're going to run a business, look at your recruitment process. Look at somebody who can vouch for the person and tell you, this person, I know this person. If this person steal, let me know. I'll be to pay for it. Do you have such scheme
Like
in
like
place?
a guarantor sort of.
Like a guarantor or something. Then the guarantor will say, this person, he can come to your farm. If anything miss, call me. So for every staff I recruit, or for every time I recruit for other farms, I used to have a guarantor behind them. And I will tell the guarantor, if this person go missing or something go missing, you will be responsible. If you cannot be responsible, I'm not going to take this person. No matter how desperate I will be, I'm not going to take that staff. So there must be somebody. When the staff is aware that there's somebody that is standing as guarantor for me, if I mess up in this place, the person will be the one to pay. And you don't want the person to mess up. The person can keep being in the person good book. The person eventually will have to sit up. The staff will sit up and don't make anything missing. You understand? Or the person, if the staff is aware that while recruiting and why I'm being recruited into this company, if anything go missing in this company, your farm is a company. So if anything go missing, the staff will pay. When the staff is aware that during recruitment process, he has been given orientation that if anything miss here, I will pay. I'm sure that staff will sit up. He will not allow allow somebody else to come in and steal. Yoruba asked an adage. Yoruba has an adage. He said the rat inside the house that normally invite the rat outside to come and eat in the house. So
but there's food here,
if the staff is not a thief, it will prevent another person from outside to come and steal from the farm. So let us focus on the staff now. So here is it. Unless it's actually a case of pure armed robbery, we understand that. But which armed robber we want to go to a farm to go and it's on a very rare occasion that somebody carry gun and go to a farm to go and steal what with guns? It's only on a very rare occasion. Apart from that rare occasion, there is always a chance that the first suspect of theft on the farm is your staff. And now, if the recruitment of the staff is legit enough, you have somebody who vouch for you, he has a guarantor. You check the background. Where has he worked before? Even though it's not a farm he worked before, but where exactly has he worked before? And what can they say about him in that place he worked? Did he live there on the occasion of being a thief or missing item? Then you can now conclude and say, okay, let me recruit this person. That is number one. So you're looking at things to put in place to prevent theft. So your recruitment process have to be top notch. Now, the staff, the farm location. It is very important that you engage.
Wait, Okon, I want to chip in something, and probably you should address it. Yes. So when we talk about recruitment of staff, right, we know that there's shortage of labor, and majority of us from southern Nigeria, we depend for our attendance. We depend on the middle belt and the north, Kogi, Benue State, and the north, also to work in the farm for us, right? Because majority of our people down south do not like to work in the farm, right? And sometimes it becomes a challenge or it becomes too burdensome trying to bring in documentation for farms and or for farms especially to try to document or formalize these informal guys who probably do not have any means of identity. They may not even have any sibling or relative around the area. How do you think that farm owners or fish farm owners can go about this to make sure that they properly document those staff and do their background check before they can recruit the staff?
You see, if you are going to run a business, you just have to run it as a business. So if you are depending on a certain geographical location in the country to bring in staff for you, to bring in staff for you or attendants for you, it means they are non-skilled staff. It means they are non-skilled staff. Majorly, most of them are 90% of the time they are non-skilled. They don't have the requirements, the skill requirements for that very farm. So you are taking them as a non-skilled staff, where you can just tell them, you do this, you do that, do it gently. You are the one showing them all these things. Okay. If that is the problem that we are facing, then you need to revise your farm and say, are you actually because the reason the people the youthful persons down south or some skillful people do not want to work on the farm is because of the salary. wage is not
Yes.
commensurating with the living condition of them down south, of us down south.
Yes. True.
Okay.
True.
So you can, if you bring somebody from the upper part of the country and you pay the person a certain amount of money, X, you need to
Yeah.
pay somebody down south, X times 5 or X times 2 or times 3 for the person to stay on your farm.
Right.
Because the
True.
reality down south is different from the reality up there. So people out there
Yes.
opportunity to come down and make money. Because what you are paying them,
True.
is far more than if they sit back in their location. Now, why they are coming, everybody has somebody. Everybody have an origin. The only person
Yeah.
that have no origin that I have read in the Bible is Methuselah. Oh no, only Methuselah
Yeah.
has no origin. But everybody have origin as long as you are a living human being. Even
Yes.
though you are an orphan, there's somebody who knows you. Everybody have somebody. So even though the person is coming from the middle belt or from the distance, there is somebody that should know him or know them. That this person,
Yeah.
we are sending this person to you. Now this person does not just fall from the sky. So even though the person is coming, you must have contacted somebody who connect you with them. So can the person vouch for them? The person you contacted
Yes.
that brings them.
Brought,
Can the
that
person
brought
vouch
them
for
to
them?
your phone.
Can the person vouch for them? Can the person stand as a guarantor for them? The person cannot stand as a guarantor. But the person know them from somewhere. Can the person link you to
Yes.
the person who can stand as guarantor for them? Everybody have somebody. There's nobody that is alone in this world.
Right.
So everybody have somebody. So even though they come as an unskilled staff, there's somebody somewhere who is their brother, their sister, their uncle, their auntie. There's somebody related to them in one way or the other. There's one allergy that can say, okay,
Yeah.
my boy, use him. There's somebody
Right.
somewhere. So everybody have somebody. So nobody is alone on earth. So
Thank you. Thank
if
you for
you're going to
making
run
that
it
clear.
as a staff, if you're going to run your farm, as a
Yes.
business, to take it very
Yes.
serious. That this person is coming to find. You see, the problem most business owners, apart from farm owners, do is that they undermine security on their farm.
Yeah.
They
True.
undermine the security of their farm. They think it's one of those small things. That is why even generally, our security personnel in Nigeria are not being paid well. According to their counterparts outside the country, they may be in US or thereabout. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
the pay is not correlating with their efforts. Security is
Yeah.
the lifeline of any country or any business. If your business is secured, then you can make profit. If it's not secure, you cannot make profit. So
True.
if you put the security top notch, you pay well. You know that this person is coming. You take a, okay, you're going to come to pay later. So you put your security top notch. You put everything necessary so that I want my farm to be secure. Anybody who is working here have to be security conscious. Everybody who have to be part of this company, part of the growth of the company.
Yeah.
So that makes them to be better. So I hope that is clear now. We
Yeah.
have clarified that aspect that
Very, very clear.
you see them as somebody who is from somewhere, they have somebody that in that very place they're coming from. So that's why I said the
True.
recruitment process has to be top notch. You have to make sure that you recruit fine staff on your farm, no matter how unskilled they are. They have to have integrity. If
Yeah.
they're not
Yeah.
sure of their integrity, have somebody who is sure of their integrity, who can stand in for them and say, I guarantee this person, if anything miss, let me know.
Guarantor.
A
And if
guarantor is
possible,
very important.
the person should be within your location, someone you can reach out to easily
Easy,
when the need arises,
of
if possible.
course. You have to even
Okay,
do
so let's
a
look at it.
background check of the guarantor. Anybody can stand as guarantor. Somebody here on phone. For every of my staff, I see that guarantor face to face.
Right,
I have their guarantor passport. I have the
awesome.
signatures.
Right,
I have the pass. I see them face to face before I can say, okay, this is the guarantor. If I can't see you, I may not take you as guarantor. So go
right.
ahead.
Okay, so let's look at the second option that you were proposing. We've talked about just one, which is tackling. We are going to combat theft in our farm first by recruiting our staff properly.
Yeah.
So let's look at the number two option.
Okay. So, number two option, I was talking about location of your farm.
Right.
Before you site your farm, you have to look at the location. Is this location, is it prone to theft Yes, you have to do your investigation in that location. If you're going to do a business, you have to look at it and say, this place, are there bad people here? Are there people who can easily run into this place? Is this what this community known for? This community known for peace and tranquility? Is this community known for harmony and unity? Do they love themselves? You have to look at those factors. Look at the entry point into the community and exit point to the community. Map everything right. Because if something is stolen, you know the next place the person will pass. You have to know the person will pass. Okay, fine. If something is stolen here, it must have passed through this route. You have to put that into consideration.
Right.
Know your location before you site your farm. Know the location very well. Investigate. How safe is this in this area? How safe is my property in this area? Is it prone to vandalism? Can vandals just invade your place and vandalize every of your properties?
I think this is a very valid point. I was managing a fish farm in Warri around maybe 2013 to 2016, and then one of our attendants, who happened to be the security man of the farm, he was stealing from the farm and then supplying to a woman that has a restaurant. So he was telling the woman that he gets because there's a river that is close to us. He was telling the woman that he was getting the fish from the river that is close to us. He was what's it called? Fishing them naturally from the river that is close to us.
Wow.
Whenever he catches fish, he will go there and sell. And he usually puts them inside this bako bag without water and then take it to the woman to sell. So one of these days, as he was going to as he was going on his mission to sell fish, the youths in the neighborhood saw that fish fell out from that bako bag. When fish fell out from the bako bag, he was struggling to put the fish back inside the bako bag. And then some of the youths there just held him, and they were querying him because they know that he was working in our fish farm, and they were asking him questions that who gave you this fish, how come, where did you get this fish from? So he started lying, and they've already suspected that he stole the fish. They followed him to the woman's restaurant where he was selling the fish, and then they brought him back to the farm. So this was late after people have closed from the farm. He's the security man. The next day morning, when we got into the farm, they've held him there like a criminal, right? And then we dealt with the situation appropriately. So I am sharing this experience to say that your point is valid when you say you need to know your location. How safe and secure is your location? What are the security in place in that particular location? It does not have to be 100% correct or assured, but if you know the security status of that particular location, then you'll be able to do something about it. So you can write on, sir.
You see, that corroborates the fact that if that location, the youth of that area knows that stealing is a taboo in that area, and they know
Yes.
that they know very for sure that anybody who stole must be dealt with properly.
Yes.
That is why they don't even join him. If the youth happen to be, they have bad intention, they will collaborate with and join them and keep stealing from the farm.
It's true.
I know he must have kept bribe them or something, and I'll say no, you must be dealt with properly. So it means that the area is known that nobody steals anyhow in this area. If you steal anyhow, you will get dealt with. And that is why I have to tell people, when you want to site your farm, make sure you site it in an area that is safe, that ensure that the youth, the villagers, all of them, even the community elders, they are aware that nobody do anything wrongly in this place. If it is in a place is encouraged, if stealing was encouraged in that area, that man would have gone scot-free, and you would have known that such thing is happening. And it's having reduction, having losses. So it's a very good one. So let's write on. Another thing to prevent losses or to prevent theft on your farm is to have proper records. Proper record.
Yeah.
Yes, proper record. It's very interesting to know that, or very, very appalling to know that farmers or farm owners does not have the records of the activities on their farm. record of the stocks of their farm, records of the feed. They don't have it. Some of them don't have it. They don't have the record of even how much they've spent on the farm. And this is very bad. Very, very,
Yeah.
very bad. So how do you know
So,
somebody has stolen from you? Because, see, stealing may occur, but if you know on time, you can prevent it from escalating and causing you big damage.
it's
Record keeping
true.
is very, very important. If you not keep your record, you will find out that you will not even know where the stealing is coming from. You don't know what they are actually stealing from the farm.
It's
Eh?
true.
Some person have called me before and said, I spent such amount of money on my fish and I did not see the profit from it. So I asked them, okay, how many bags of feed have you used? They said, that day I bought 5, that day I bought 10, that day I bought 15, that day I bought 2
No
bags. So we know how
records.
many. No record. Oh, I remember
No
I
record.
bought that day. No record. So if
I think
it,
Okon
it,
is
it,
having
it,
a bit of a network.
I can still hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you now. Please continue. Go ahead.
So, okay, I was about typing in the comment. So record keeping is very vital to prevent theft on your farm. Over the weekend on Saturday, I was able to join some group of people, a company, a startup company to launch a platform called Aquatrack. Now, what does this platform do? They help you to ease your record keeping. Just open record of financial transaction, your purchase of feed, your sales of feed. These records are very vital. Just it's very easy. So that is, you don't need to carry hard copy book and walk around. If you say, oh, I bought that, I didn't have book to record it, your phone is there. As you are doing your transfer, you are recording it on your platform and say, I have
Yeah.
bought 20 bags of brand of feed and of product feed, and I have bought for this also pond because my staff say you need 20 bags 4 mm. You bought product feed 20 bags 12. You write it there clearly, automatically in the cloud. Meaning that any day you want it, just go to your this thing and everything will come out again. You keep updating it. And you know the funny
Yeah.
part of it, that you can make somebody else who is your staff see it. You can make somebody else in your staff see that same record. So a staff that wants to steal from you, either steal your fingerlings, steal your table size, or steal your feet, that will be discouraged from stealing. Because now me and Oga, now he knows say now 20 bags now he come this farm. So I will take, you get what I'm saying now? Because
Yeah.
the staff is also seeing it from the platform
And
enable the staff to see it. You understand? So you will be
inventory
seeing the staff
management
is
is
seeing it.
actually inventory management is actually a very key thing that all fish farmers should adopt in their farms. If you have 20 bags of feed and then this morning they feed 10 kg, you know that we have 19 bags plus extra 5 kg because each bag is 15 kg,
Mm,
right? You know
yeah.
that this is the balance. So when you keep a daily stock of in fact, you should manage your warehouse separately. Your warehouse should have an opening stock and a closing stock. And what they use for that day, in the morning, you record it. Then what is left in the afternoon, in the evening, sorry, what they fed with, you also record it. And you record your closing stock for the day, which is going to be the opening stock for the next day. That's one of the key ways to manage your inventory when it comes to feed in your farm.
Fantastic.
So all
Fantastic.
farmers should do
Fantastic.
that so that both them and their staff know that this is what is left in the warehouse. There's no story about it, or in the store in the farm. There's no story about it. If anything goes missing, then you must tell me how it developed legs to leave the store. So I
You
think that's a very valid
so,
point.
so so if a farmer does not keep record, you'll find out that it can be stolen easily. But one thing I
Yeah,
will add quickly is that you can keep record anyway in any form. Like I mentioned, you can have
yeah,
hard copy, but the record should be open to staff also. Let them see it. Let the
yes,
staff also have their own record if need be. They
yeah,
have a copy of their record. Now, the day you are telling them that it was 20 bags I bought that day, they will not argue. Because
Yeah.
there's also in their record book there is also 20 staff. Don't have only one record book. Don't record only. That's why I say even on the platform that I was their brand ambassador Aquatrack, I encourage the startup to make sure that let the let the let the staff on the farm also be a participant on the record. Let them be able to view it. They may not
Yeah.
be able to edit or add something, but they are viewing it. They are viewing what their boss is adding to the platform, so that they can. Only you and your staff that will be. Only you can see it. Only your staff can see it. So that's very important. But let me
Very,
add this quickly
very
after record.
important.
After record, what do you need, or before even record, what do you also need to do? Because you mentioned something that inspired this next point, which is
Point.
knowledge of your farm.
Right.
Knowledge of your farm. Because somebody who does not have knowledge of the activities of a fish farm management cannot keep record. Somebody who does not have knowledge will be cheated easily.
Yes, true.
If for instance, you know that there's no way 1,000 fish must have eaten 67 bags of feed and they cannot attain 1 kg. There's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
There's something wrong somewhere. Either the feed is not good or they were not fed those number of bags of feed.
It's true.
So if you have the knowledge, the prerequisite knowledge of a fish farm, not even just basics. No, you can argue with your staff and tell them, no. That water was
You
changed
know the funny
2 days
thing.
ago, and I have just 20 fish in that pond, meaning that water should be changed after 1 week. So why did you buy fuel to change water? That means that fuel was not bought for the changing of water.
Yeah.
Or the fish were sick. All the fish was sick. Did you tell me the fish were sick that you changed water? So these are some of those things that need to be dealt with. If you don't have proper record, if you don't have basic knowledge of your fish farm, you will not be able to even know or argue with them. They will steal from you easily because you are
True.
ignorant. They will take advantage
So
of the ignorance
one of
from you.
the critical things that I want to also point out in this very point is that when you are not very knowledgeable, your staff knows. They know that Oga no know this thing. Oga sef no go fit do this thing. So when they know that weakness about you, that you are not knowledgeable, then they start cooking up stories.
Of
Yeah,
course.
no, na today na I don't know wetin happen. No, today na one bag they eat. Oh, tomorrow na half bag. Next tomorrow na quarter bag. So when you know that for this period of time they are consuming 2 mm, this is what they should be eating. They are consuming 4 mm, this is what they should be eating. You are the one that is giving them directive, and once they know that you actually know what you are doing and what is obtainable in the farm, it also keeps them in check. So please write on, sir.
So that brings me to understand that even though some people are just investors on the farm, they
Yes.
are passive investors, but they are also active investors. So anybody who comes to Pro Day, for instance, and say, I want to set up a farm, I don't have any knowledge, but I want people to run it for me. I will give you that. You yourself go through this course. There's a course outline I used to give to people. I'll tell them, please just go through this thing. Learn it. Just have a little knowledge of it.
Yes.
Because you may not have the broad and the versatile, just have a little, so that you'll be able to flow when they're telling you that
This
they eat
operational
2 bags
knowledge.
today. They eat 2 bags today. You say, okay, why did they eat? You can ask, why did they eat 2 bags? And they tell you, the fish, we are not sure. You will already know that why they eat 2 bags, because maybe they used to eat 10 bags before. Today they eat 2 bags. You say, okay, the weather makes them eat 2 bags because the weather is cold. So they said
Cool.
to eat
Yeah.
2 bags. So when the weather is cold, they eat 2 bags. So you yourself, that's a small knowledge about it. You'll be able to tell them, okay, I think that it was how's the weather today? And I said, the weather is a bit cold or rain fell today. So okay, that's why they did not eat much. Okay, no, well, like keep the remaining 8 bags. You know that there's a deficit of 8 bags for the day. But eventually, if they know you don't know, like you have said, they will prey on that very disadvantage of yours
Yeah.
and capitalize on it,
Yeah.
and they'll deal with you. Deal with it massively. Especially when they know that there's a huge investment. Fish farming carries a huge investment. Fish farming
Yes. It's capital
carries a very huge
intensive.
investment. The investment in fish farmers. So people just talking 1,000 fish, you are a millionaire because
Millions.
you have spent over 1 million naira.
Yeah.
to raise 1,000 fish. So you are a millionaire. So
So
fish farming
when you do
is not
10,000,
exciting.
tens of millions.
And your staff, if they get greedy, they see that you are spending so much money inside this thing, they can do anything on it. So that's another point on it. That's another point on it. So we have
Awesome.
discussed staff recruitment. We have
Yeah.
discussed can you hear me?
Know your farm location. And we have also discussed record keeping.
Record keeping. We have discussed basic knowledge of the
Yes.
farm, of
Yes.
farming of fish farming business. Now,
Yes.
another thing you can do to prevent or to limit theft is um, having your security intact. Now I've come to security now. I didn't want to mention security before. Now I've gone to security. Having both human and digital security.
Right.
Both human and digital security. Human
Right.
security, you employ somebody, his work is just secure the place. Or the security can be compromised. Like the story you just said just now,
Yes.
security can
Yes.
be compromised. But when you have both human security and digital security, digital security meaning that there is there is CCTV camera to serve as a digital security for you. They know very well that
Mm-hmm.
this camera is always seeing us. Our guy will always see us. It may cost somehow, it may cost much to install something like a digital camera, but it is for your own good. Will you rather lose your investment of 20 million naira because you cannot use 500,000 naira to install security? Will you do you prefer to lose your investment of 20 million naira
Yeah.
because you cannot bring out 500,000 to install CCTV on your farm? So some of those things you need to put in check and in place.
Right.
So both human and digital security, have them together. Let them run concurrently. Don't just put digital alone. Put human too there. Let there be a human factor that is responsible for opening and closing of gates. As they are checking out, you are checking. As they are coming in, you are checking. But
Yeah.
let's be in mind. Human security can be compromised. That's why you have to have a backup security, which is a digital security. CCTV camera. Just install it and be at peace.
Very important.
Install it at strategic place. Let's just cover the whole farm. If anything go missing, you will know the exact date it goes missing. You know who picked that thing. You will see
Yeah.
their shadow. You will see their face and say you are the one who did it. Of course, some staff are very funny. There's a staff I took to Benin some times ago to go and work on a farm, and despite the fact that CCTV is looking at him doing some, he wasn't even stealing. What was he was selling water. It was for the community people. He would tell them to come and buy water from the farm. So he will on the pump for them. They buy water and sell to them. And it's quite obnoxious. When the owner of the farm called me and said, I should just check the camera. I'll check the camera. I'll see him. I'll call him and say, why are you opening gate for strangers? He said, no, they are my friends. When did you get friendly? For if, okay, why is that person carrying that bucket out? There's nothing in the bucket, but the bucket is heavy, empty when coming in or going out. Do you know this guy keep arguing? He was arguing with us while we were looking at it in the camera. He was arguing.
Right.
Camera covers people going out and coming in, so there's no way we won't see that this is an empty bucket going in and a filled bucket coming out. But eventually, when he confessed, he said he needed money, so he's been selling water. That's a story for
And
another
at the end of the day, his boss will be spending money to pump back the
time.
water that he is
Water
going to sell.
that is selling. He's using the fear. Of course, power is a bit problematic in our country. Not a bit, it's very problematic in
Yeah.
our country. So because we rely on generator, fuel, and everything to pump water. And lo and behold, they are burning fuel to pump water for him to sell to somebody else and put
I'm
some
telling
money in his
you,
pocket. So it's quite funny. So
it's
that's
running a business without an investment.
under a business in a business.
Yeah.
He's doing a business in a business. So it's quite funny what are the extent some people can do. So that is another way which you can prevent theft, human and digital security. Have those two,
Right.
and we greatly be prevented. Now, I don't know if the audience have other things to add, but sincerely, I think other ways they can also prevent theft on the farm.
Yeah.
It's also to make sure you incorporate your staff into the farm. Like I said the other time, open the record for them. Let them see it. Let them see how then be the one taking the inventories. They will make them feel as of belonging and say, okay, fine. I'm also they'll feel like a co-owner of the farm. They feel like if they own the farm together. You understand? So that is what we are looking at. If you can have that, being taken care of, then they are good to go. Another way to prevent theft is payment. How much are you paying your staff? How much are you paying them?
I think that's a good point to really put the lights on, and then we call it a day. So please tell us about the payments. What's your recommendation?
Payment. Recommendation about payment for staff is this. I tell you, how much, if you are putting a staff on your farm, how much does it cost the person to have a 3 square meal? Multiply it by 2 for a day payment. Now multiply it by 30 days. Do you get what I'm saying now? So if a staff is on your farm and the staff is eating, how much does it cost food? How much does food cost in that area? Now, if a plate of food costs this, cost X, multiply it by 2. So it means that if the person eats food 500 naira a day, you should be able to save 500 naira that day. If a person eats food 2,000 naira a day, you should be able to save 2,000 naira for that day. That is where I'm going to. So if you can put that into your payment schedule, and if this person eats so amount of food in a day, multiply it by 2. When you multiply by 2, then multiply by 30 days, then you pay them. Something within that range. Knowing that every person remove money to eat, there will still something left for the person to save, to do other things like clothes, to do other things. So if the person is just working for, in fact, some people pay their staff what is not enough to eat for 30 days. So how are we going to encourage stealing? You can't beat a child that is crying and tell the child to stop crying. You are already beating this child. This child will not stop crying.
It's true.
So the truth is, if you pay them well, in your own conscience, you pay them well. Look at your environment. Pay them according to that area, according to that geographical area. How much is things done there? Now pay them. Is the payment scheme I tell people to pay their staff. That is the payment scheme you should adopt to pay your staff. Look at your area. How much? If you pay somebody in an area where food for a year, for a month, cost 30,000 naira, you are paying the person 20,000 naira. You are the person, of course, will look for a. If the person is not stealing on your farm, the person will steal your time. Do you get what I'm saying now? If the person is not stealing, if the person is not stealing fish to sell, he will steal your time to go and work somewhere. Will steal your time work somewhere else to meet up. Otherwise, because you pay for the person's time. Now the person is not giving you the time; is sharing the time to go and work somewhere else to make up for the daily feeding of that day.
Yeah.
So it is important.
Just like the popular saying, it says that if you employ me and you want me to take care of your job, then you have to take care of me. If what you are bringing cannot take care of me, I may have to go out to fend for myself if I don't want to stay.
And your farm will suffer.
I'm telling you.
The person just say, what can I do? The person, while being on your farm, will be doing business on your farm.
Yeah,
it's true. Will do business on your farm because you're not paying the person well. The person will start doing, okay, what can I do? That's when the person will start thinking of, what can I do? When the person is being paid well, the person will say, okay, I am working here, I'm being paid well. Let me focus here. So that is all we have to say. So I will not call it a day.
Yes, I think you have done justice to this conversation, and I'm glad with the way you handled it. You articulated it very well. I'm actually very impressed with the way you went about the subject. You did a very good job. Thank you very much, Okon. It's good having you here.
Thank you.
And I hope that farmers here present and farmers who are going to watch it after now will get value from this video and will actually employ some of these strategies that you have highlighted to solve their farm challenges. sometime in the future, my organization at Chubac Agro are looking at putting out a security product out there. The security product is going to contain solar panels with CCTV and other
That,
softwares
very good
and
one.
ICT things, right? That one can use to combat security challenges. Another one that I would like to add before we call it a day is light. Light up your farm at night. Make sure that at night there is light in your farm. Let the place not be dark. Let it just lit up the place,
Very
Any
interesting.
anyhow
Solar
you
panel,
can.
solar
Yeah,
light is easy now to acquire. But all
yeah,
this is a bit expensive, but it's easy. Get it
it's
and light up
easy.
your farm.
saves you saves you a lot of cost, right? So that's also another thing. So more Umar Usman says thanks for the lecture. So I want to especially thank you for honoring my invitation,
You're
and
welcome.
we're going to be doing this more and more. Um, Especially, I'll be bringing in industry experts to speak with us, weekly, and then so that farmers can learn, and share experiences. And I was supposed to bring a man here. His name is Dickens Obioma. He was supposed to join us online, but I've not seen him online. That's why I didn't send him a request to join, so that he can share practical experience, about how we manage security in a fish farm cluster that is very close to us here in Warri Delta State. So thank you so much for your time. You have done justice to it, and
Thank
I
you
want
very
to
much.
appreciate you. Yes, although we have not shared the money from Aquatrack, you have not given
Oh,
us the money. I saw the contract. I saw the contract.
we are going to share the money. The money is
Uh,
coming. When
uh,
when
uh.
when we bid
So
for funding for the startup, the money will come.
you have to give us our own digital part. Send a token to us digitally on Instagram so that we can have a good share of the money. I saw
Of
the
course.
contract paper when you held it with the other lady.
Yes.
Congratulations, my brother, on it.
Thank,
Again,
thank you
your
very much. Thank
passion
you
for
very
the
much.
industry is something that I celebrate and I do not
Well,
take it for granted. Thank
like
you
I
for
told them,
coming.
I'm just offering almost like a free service to them. Actually,
Right.
it's not. But we are looking at we are more like a partner in this very thing, and we are just looking at helping startups in the industry because everything that contributes to the growth of aquaculture counts on me. I'll be there to support.
Right. Thank you very much. You're doing a lot for the industry, really. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
much. Thank you
So,
for
so
having me.
guys,
Thank you for
thank you, thank you. Somebody says he has a
Come again
question,
on
so
the
let's take the
question.
question before we go. Bookie Farmer, can you write the question, or do you want me to bring you up to answer the question? We have just about 3 minutes to go, or 2 minutes to go rather. Can you just put the question on the comment box so that he can take it quickly?
Bookie Farmer, are you there? Please just write it quickly so that we can take it.
I hope.
And Alfred, I hope you are signing off on Aquatrack tonight. Make sure you go to www.aquatrackinc.com.
Aquatrackinc.com.
INC,
All right.
Aquatrack INC. Let me put in the comment section so you can click on it.
Please do so that other farmers can also join. It's your product and we're going to support it.
So yeah, that's it. I've just added it
Okay,
there.
INC Incorporated.com.
INC.com. Yes.
All right.
So,
All right.
so so just click
Thank you
on it
so much for
and
your time.
go sign up. I think you are booking somebody up. Is the person up?
Yes,
No,
good evening.
good evening. Please go ahead with your question before the live goes out.
Oh, all right. It's about the security aspect as well. You talked about CCTV camera the other time and security.
Okay.
And
Yes.
my question now it is, there's a particular place I did my item when I was in school then, and it's a fish farm anyways, but it's not that really big. You understand? That
Yeah.
me myself, I know that we cannot get. I mean, we cannot employ a security man there.
Right.
And this farm we're talking about is a kind of farm that is inside a bush, like it's very far from where people are living. But what
Right.
we what we notice there it is whenever we leave the farm, before we come back, we have noticed that something have missed. And I was thinking of CCTV camera, but my boss told me then. I even told him after, I was like, okay, this is camera can only capture the person's face. Do you understand? So what if
Yes.
we don't know the person that did the stuff, that stole it? How can we, work on that? Like, how can we stop that as well? This is not about staff again. I mean, we don't have more staff. We just mean the owner of the farm and two other people that are working on the farm.
Right.
And
So,
believe
so,
me,
the, so, I talked about the security products earlier. So we
all
have two types of
right,
security.
sir.
Omo, are you there?
Yeah,
Okon.
yes, I'm there.
Okay,
I'm
are
there.
you here?
I'm Muslim.
All right.
Yes.
So we have internal security issues and external security issues.
I can't hear
Now,
you, sir. I can't hear you, sir.
Okon, he is talking about invaders, right, or intruders who might invade in their farms. Kindly shed light on it, then I will add to it, then we can call it a day.
All right.
Okay. For the external persons who come to the farm, you are sure it is not internal. Do you know I made mention that it is staff
Yes,
that
yes.
that is inside the house, that invite guys from outside, that come from outside to come and do something in the house. So meaning that there
Okay.
could be a collaborator. See, you see
All right.
how external people invade place. There must be a
Okay.
collaborator. There must be somebody who has given information that that place is free. Come so time, we will not be on the farm. Come and do this. You get what
Definitely.
I'm saying now? Now,
Yes, yes,
at
yes. Very
the
well, very
same
well.
time, if the camera can capture their face, if the camera can capture their face, you can plaster their face on a very good picture all over the community. Somebody will know them in that community. They will not come out
Definitely,
from
definitely,
a
definitely,
10 community away to come and invade that place or cause havoc or cause
definitely.
harm. Somebody in that community will know them. So when the camera capture their face,
Exactly.
even though you don't know them personally, print it in A4
Okay.
paper and paste it on every
Mm.
pole in that community. Somebody will say, I know this person. If you can write obituary on the person will come and say, I'm not there.
Yeah,
Then you have
I
seen the person.
understand. I
Do you get what I'm
understand.
saying now?
Uh,
I hope that works
very well,
for you.
very well. I do. Yes,
Don't go and
sir.
write
Like,
obituary.
thank you
You
very
can
much.
write wanted with the
Is that
security
what?
personnel or with the local advice. You can go to the police. I say, please don't go and write obituary. I'm not just joking for obituary. But if you
Okay,
take
no,
the
no,
picture
no,
to the
no, no, no.
police can go and write wanted on it and paste it for themselves.
Okay,
You know what I'm
definitely,
saying?
definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I
Okay.
hope you got value from that, Bookie Farmer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. I do. Thank you very much, sir.
All
Thank you,
right.
Mr.
Thank you
Alfred.
very,
Thank you,
very
sir.
much. Thank you
You're
very
welcome,
much.
sir.
So we're going to be doing this again next
All
week.
right.
I'm going to bring in another guest speaker who is in the agricultural industry. We're going to learn different things surrounding farm management, finance, utilization of finance and acquisition of finance. We're going to talk about access to markets. We're going to talk about partnerships, and we're going to talk about a lot about agricultural innovation. So I like everyone on the call or people who are going to watch this after now to follow me for more information like this. And trust me, you're going to be getting value from the sessions we are going to have weekly. Thank you, Okon, for your time. Thank you, Bookie Farmer, for
Thank you.
contributing.
Thank you very
I
much, sir.
want
I'm
you guys
delighted to
to
be here,
have a
sir.
good night.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Good night,
Thanks, sir.
you very
everybody.
much.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye. Yes, sir.